Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is a T71 CMCD. It's the Tier 7 American light tank and it's located on the east spawn of Studzianki under the command of Mile 2006. Battle has started. Right, it's got a 76mm gun. It's distinguished from the DA version of the same tank by having a single shotgun, not a multiple shot magazine. The CMCD and the DA doesn't actually mean anything as such. It was just put into the game by Wargaming, and he's gone straight into the gully in the centre of the map to do some spotting. Now this tank is not a great spotter in a sense because of that huge carbuncle of a cupola on top of the vehicle. And although this tank was designed by Cadillac, just to go around from the Stud there, it was actually a light tank to be dropped from the air. It was an airborne tank. It was never put into production. Put a lovely round there into the T34, but he is spotted. And he gets another round in for 163. Now, he's going to be careful.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
He's taken out the T34. He's firing standard rounds of APCR, and he's got heat rounds for premium.
Enemy armor is hit.
Now, his alpha damage is 150, penetration 145. Oh, gets another lovely hit. It's pretty active and hectic in this position, and he gets the T25. So he's taken out the two threats from the factory. This advanced position is quite dangerous because although it allows you to get shots on the enemy if they go into the midsection, you could actually be easily taken out by the Arty if you're focusing on the factory. And he did suffer an Arty round there, or a splash from an Arty round. Okay, moving further down the gully towards the south position. Got bushes here. Rounds whizzing past his head. Now, they built this, designed this tank in 1952 to 1955. They never got put into production. In fact, it was actually designed to be a replacement for the Walker Bulldog, the M41. And instead they... we just lost a teammate, T3485. And we were tracked there by the KV2R. We're firing rounds into him, and we're taking rounds from a Skoda. Luckily, the KV2R's been taken out. We dropped down into the gully. And an Arty round comes in and stuns us. Thankfully, we didn't lose any hit points to the Arty round, but we're now down to half of our health. Well, less than half, 41%. And we've got an enemy behind us. And we take a round, we dip underneath the valley, underneath the bridge rather, into the north part of the gully, and he's chasing us. It's a T34-100 with a 100mm gun, and it looks like he's given up the chase, so we're zooming across this ground here in the open. We've been spotted, we're getting rounds onto a T24, and another one. That's a good hit, but it's a low roll. Next shot should be it. He gets him out of the game, 40 hit points, going after the 45 TPs, a one shot. Yes, and he's got him too. That's 4 kills. He needs to get into cover. There is that T34-100 over there. He's low on hit points, but he can get rounds on T34. He does. Low roll, 147. T34 is out the game. There's a KV1 over there. Can we get shots? Yes. And a nice hit there, 129. And the second one, I don't know where it went because he went unspotted. He's got a tank behind him. It's a DA. It's the one with the autoloader. He needs to get into cover.
Ready to fire.
Gets one round into him for 158. Gets a second round in. It's an average roll though. He's using these tanks for cover. The DA would go to town on him if he could. It's a good position, but that DA is behind that hill there, that little mound. Gets a round in, another round in. It's a high roll, 160. It's a one shot. Yes, he gets him, 22. That's his 5th kill, but he was seen. He's turning around to get ready to move out, hiding behind this wreck. Okay, there's an AMX CLC across the valley. He's going to have to dash across this open ground though if he goes after him. and he can't see him in the bushes. So yeah, he was spotted by the ELC, but the ELC is trying to deal with the KV-1S, I think, or spot that KV-1S. Using the Rex for cover, he's pulling back. There's an OI across down the road. Now there's only 3 left on the enemy, 4 on their team. He's going to try and get into a position where he can spot the OI and shoot him from a distance and try and get rounds through him. He's still on the APCR. We lost our KV-1S, so the scores are now even. I think he's going to go across to the enemy cap area and try and even it up. There is still one Arty, an M44. Now the reload speed for this gun is 3.88 seconds, so basically 4 seconds per shot. He's got 10% of his health left, so he doesn't really want to get splashed by that M44. If he tries to shotgun him, he could go out the game very quickly. So he has to be careful about how he approaches the M44. Don't give the M44 a clean shot. He'll try and sneak up on him from the south. They're using the bushes, nice. Can't see him. They're saying he might be in B1. They're indicating on the map where they think he is, and they're also indicating where the enemy tanks are, that they've gone towards our cap area. If this is a cap battle, it's going to be awkward because we don't know where the M44 is. He could get resets. Our M44 is coming this way. He's going to try and use the bridge, the M44. Yep, he's coming across on the bridge. Now, you notice where he's backing up. I think that's so he can get a quick getaway if he spotted the M44 and the M44 saw him. Now, I'm coming to the feeling that yes, they are right. He's in grid square C1. They're pinging the minimap. I don't think the M44 can see it. Oh, here's the MXELC. Okay, so he's been spotted. The M44 will be firing at him very shortly. He needs to be careful because that building's destructible. The M44 can splash him and take him out the game very quickly. And I think that's what the AMX-ELC is working on. Trying to spot him, and the buildings go down. An Arty round comes in and hits the ELC, but he's just the other side of this building. And now the building's down. He gets one shot in, and he's dead. Killed by the TOG. Now, he's trying to hide from the building. I think, yes, they're all saying grid square B1, B1. The KV2R keeps saying grid square B1. That's where the Arty is. But he's not going up there. Oh, it was B1. Look, there's the M44. We now know he's there and he's fired, so it's 16 seconds before he can fire again. We need to move, get there quick as we can, assassinate him before it's too late. It's going to take at least 3 shots to kill an M44. There he is. And he fires and mucks up his shotgun. Now, 1 shot in.
Enemy armor is damaged.
He's a 1 shot now. And he gets the kill shot.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
It was 2 shots, not 3 shots to kill him. But the enemy is capping. There's only 1 enemy left, it's the OI. So we've got to drive there as quickly as possible. I think the OI is going to expect them to come direct towards him. And I think actually it might be a good idea because there is a ridge line that we can hide behind whilst we're shooting at the OI. Of course, we will need to go through the frontal arm, and so we've loaded the heat round. We've only got 6 heat rounds to do it. Now the heat round has got same alpha damage, 150, but penetration of 210. And we know where the OI is now. We can see him. We get shots from this distance. We can get a reset. And we don't get it through. And the OI now knows where we are. At Sire's second round in, and again, no hit. But we did get a reset. And I think the reset... I'm not sure who got the reset, actually. It might have been Mile 2006. Okay, now we can see him. We now know where he is. Can he see us? One into the turret, 149, and he's killed by the M44 on our team, and that wins the game. And oh my god, did he cap out? Well, we capped out. No, he didn't cap out. We capped out right at the same time. So I think somebody is going to end up with a medal. I'm pretty sure there. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first mark of excellence for Mile in 2006 in the T71 CMCD. He also got an ace tanker in that game. He picked up the Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy vehicles. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. A duelist badge for taking down 2 enemies who did damage to him. A fire effect for doing more damage to the hit points to your own vehicle. And here's the good ones. Yes, he did get a defender. It was him who got the reset. At least 70 cap points or more reset, or defense points you should say if you've reset it. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, and the Top Gun with that last kill he got on the M44. He got the Top Gun, and I missed that one as it was happening. Everything was happening so quickly. God, that was very quick. So let's have a look at the team scores, see where everyone comes. High caliber, 2,962 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the T71 that he took out, 1,934. Then came the T34 100, who managed to get 1,513. When it came to kills, it was definitely Mile 2006 who managed to get the highest amount. He got 6, the Top Gun. And then the next high scorer only got 2, so he got 3 times more kills than anyone else on the team. And when it came to base XP, again, he's top of the table, got a clean sweep, 1,409 base experience points. The next high score was the M44, 904, and that was that lovely last shot to take out the OI and win the game. And then the next high scorer after that was the KV2R, the premium one, who managed to get 653 base experience points. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 29 rounds of 76mm ammunition, got 25 direct hits and 23 penetrations. Damage of 2,962 hit points, of which 398 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy and they all went through, and the reason for that is the armor is very, very light on the T71. It was designed to be carried by air, and therefore it had to be very, very light tank, so that means very low armor, and just about everything that touches it is going to go straight through. He also received 5 hits from splash damage, where the enemy Arty fired at him and tried to kill him. He spotted 5 enemy vehicles, damaged 11 of the enemy and killed 6 of them, and did spotting assistance of 751 hit points during that battle. He also managed to get 87 defense points when he got the reset on the OI. On a standard account, he earned 32,387 credits, and he also received 12,955 for personal missions completion. And after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, and yes, I'm afraid he did use a fair bit of heat rounds at the end of that battle. He actually ended up with a deficit, a loss of 12,804 credits. He did receive 1,409 base XP, got 564 for personal missions payout, took away 1,973 base experience points altogether. So T71 CMCD, well, it doesn't have the autoloader of the DA, but it's still a very, very effective light tank. And you can see if you've got a very hectic mind, you can handle the speed and maneuvering in and out of vehicles and using them as cover, as Mile 2006 did, then you can stay alive long enough to get a good battle like this. And it's nice that he's got his first mark, because I'm certain he's going to get a second mark and possibly a third one at that. So congratulations on this battle, and I look like I'm going to probably try and get a T71 now, because that looks a lot of fun. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.